Second option is looking at buying in up and coming areas, right? So when we're talking about up and coming areas and how we classify an area as being up and coming, we're talking about looking at the new freeway exits. We're talking about construction zones. We're talking about early phase development, right? So really looking at those different things of how the city is developing. You know, here in Las Vegas, and it may be a little bit more difficult now because a lot more things aren't in person, but there are certain dead giveaways. It's like, how long ago did Las Vegas get a new DMV in the Southwest, right? You know, we should have known that that area was up and coming at that point. That was at least 10 years ago by now, right? Even in the Northwest area when that DMV came over there, right? This is city planning and urban development. You're literally looking at these things and they know where the new hubs are going based upon zoning and population density and all these different things. So there's a lot of early signs that you could look at to really help yourself determine what's going to be the areas that you want to focus on. And the third option, and maybe one of the most controversial options, and this is something that I absolutely wish I did every single time that I purchased a home, is to stretch your budget as much as you possibly can. And the reason why I say that is because when I purchased my first home for $150,000, it was a home in the Southwest. I used that model of number 2 that I mentioned here with buying in an up and coming area as far as new freeways. That was before IKEA came over to the Southwest and the 215 over there was new. I used that model, right? But what I could have did if I would have stretched my budget and combined these two different concepts is that there were some homes being built right in front of where I purchased, brand new homes, and they were going for like 185 at the time, right? And you're talking about, this is over here, Bishop Garment is over there, Wet n Wild. IKEA isn't there yet. The new Durango Casino is definitely not there yet. We're talking 2013. I could have stretched my budget to about that 185, 190 mark and been able to purchase the homes, the brand new homes in front of me. And what that would allow me to do is to be in a more comfortable type of home, which would have fit my future needs. And I wouldn't necessarily had to move, because you talk about the home that I got for 150, 0 lot line, 1 car garage, you know, all these different things that are considered undesirable, but a lot of times this is what you get in a starter home. Well, I could have had that more traditional home if I would have just stretched my budget an extra $40,000.